Bias for action in the workplace, a leadership principle, updated on May 9, 2023 by Joshua Crowder. Bias for action requires individuals to work together towards a common goal that includes taking decisive action to achieve it. Each gear represents an individual or team member, and the synchronized spinning represents their effort towards a goal. Simply put, bias for action in the workplace is a mindset that emphasizes acting and making decisions quickly. This is true for all situations, even in the face of incomplete information or ambiguity. Consider it a proactive approach that prioritizes getting things done over indecisiveness, analysis, or paralysis. Bias for action involves a willingness to take risks, learn from mistakes, and focus on results with urgency. Speed matters in business. Many decisions and actions are reversible and do not need extensive study. We value calculated risk-taking. Amazon. How Amazon.com's bias for action drives leadership success. Amazon encourages speed within the workplace when completing projects or tasks. You are not expected to know all the answers when working to meet deadlines. Before coming to your results, you may be expected to have taken some risk in order to obtain results in a timely manner. Amazon uses bias for action as one of its 16 leadership principles. Amazon uses these principles along with the STAR interview method to onboard employees with behavioral questions to test the application of the principles. These principles can be seen below. Amazon's leadership principles: customer obsession, ownership, invent and simplify. Alright, a lot. Learn and be curious. Hire and develop the best. Insist on the highest standards. Think big. Bias for action, frugality. Earn trust. Dive deep. Have backbone. Disagree and commit. Deliver results. Strive to be Earth's best employer. Success and scale bring broad responsibility. The former Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos once said, "All of my best decisions in business and in life have been made with heart, intuition, guts, not with analysis." Bezos believes that intuition is necessary for making the most important decisions, especially those that lead to nonlinear or unexpected discoveries. My personal experience: in a workplace context, bias for action can be a valuable trait in many situations. Examples of situations can be when a customer has needs, when the business needs to respond to changes in the market, when adapting to new technologies. No matter what the situation is, it's important to balance this bias with thoughtful consideration and analysis, as hasty decisions can sometimes lead to negative consequences. In the following paragraphs, discuss a time when I used bias for action in the workplace. My team was launching a new program that involved a transition from one team to another. Many aspects of the program remained, but there were a lot of gray areas in these new processes. A transition team was available to create a process and to assist us, the execution team. With gray areas in the process, it was sometimes difficult to navigate to the best solutions. This was especially true because my superior was out during this transition. Executing tasks for this process in an ambiguous environment was the most challenging task when it came to adopting this new program. At times, tasks needed to be completed without all information on how to complete tasks for specific situations, and at times without help from the transition team due to schedule differences. While I'm co-equals with my teammates, I wanted to step in to help my colleagues whenever possible to keep the execution of processes moving even when some information was lacking on how to complete the processes. When there was too much uncertainty, I did have some support from a chat room. I wanted to limit these conversions because usually it was late when help was needed, and I only wanted to use the room when a solution could not be ascertained. Not only did I assist my team, but in some situations, I would consult with them to see how they would handle things to get different perspectives. From my history of working in ambiguous environments, I understand that to find solutions, small steps need to be taken. With gray areas, not every action can be handled perfectly. I was still able to push through obstacles which allowed for quick execution so tasks for our customers could be completed on time. The focus was on the important aspects of the process, with the understanding that some unimportant aspects could wait for a later time, like after a discussion with the team. The result of using a bias-to-action approach for me and encouraging it in my team led to the successful implementation of the new process and assisted customers when they needed us the most for that process. Overall, my willingness to deal with problems quickly allowed for the effective execution of the process and prevented barriers, helping us to understand how to deal with situations in the future. Summing up bias for action. Overall, bias for action is a crucial mindset in the workplace that emphasizes taking quick and decisive action to achieve a common goal. It involves a proactive approach, taking calculated risks, and focusing on results with urgency. While it's true that hasty decisions can lead to negative consequences, Balancing this bias with thoughtful consideration and analysis can help you navigate through uncertain situations in the workplace, as demonstrated through my personal experience. Encouraging a bias for action initiative in teams can lead to the successful implementation of new processes and ultimately drive progress and success in the workplace.